All right, we'll call the meeting to order and we'll have pledge of allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag, States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Okay, any public comments? Do we have any written correspondence or anything?
No.
Nothing. Devin, anyone online?
No online attendees.
I need a motion to approve the minutes from the April 22nd.
Motion.
Second.
Any changes, revision? Okay, all those in favor state by saying aye.
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 Okay, motion passed. Correspondence, Cap, did we?
No
Anything?
correspondence. Nope.
Okay, go to reports. Chair report, just a quick note. The committee is going to go up to the site and take a tour of it and see the progress that's been made at the tail end of this meeting. So that will be my chair report for today. We're going for a field trip to see what kind of progress has been made on the project. F2, Joe.
Nothing new to report, sir.
Chris, anything with FHS?
Just at this point, just approving some invoice packages and change orders. The grandstands and bleachers for the field are scheduled for a June-July delivery date. And the committee approved fee proposals for additional accessible parking and AC systems in the vestibule central office, but everything's going along fine with the central office building.
When is that to be opened? The second office.
Chris, Chief, would like to know what the central office opening date potentially?
I'm sorry, Peter.
Gene was asking when the Board of Ed's office is.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little. Gene, in terms of a specific date, I think there's going to be a slow opening with certain. As the year ends and the new year it begins, just rolling different offices in. So there may be a soft opening, but at various times, hopefully over the course of the summer and into the fall.
Yeah, I mean we're hoping to get at least a temporary CO for early June.
Yeah,
and then there kind of start phasing in the moving until we get the permanent CO, and probably we're gonna hope maybe right after 4th of July that we're fully in there, barring any setbacks.
Oh, so school will open next year with you in there?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
yes.
Perfect. Just curious. Thank you.
Architect report, Chris. You have anything, or do you want to go right into?
We could go right into the construction report.
Okay, all right. So we'll go into the KDE report. Tony, you're gonna do it.
I'll just open this. Glad to walk you guys through, show you guys the progress. Excited what they see. Mr. touched on 30,000 feet. There were some notes about addition, footing, foundation support. Last one we'll see today. So we're starting the exterior foundation, exterior work facade with our masons also ongoing. And we'll walk you through the inside of the building, sheetrock and framing. Nick, I don't know if you want to get into any more detail. Any questions you guys have, move on. I think so far RFIs are on task, change orders are on task. A lot of hidden things we found in the demo phase. I think we're comfortable saying that they're coming to an end and yeah. So so making good progress. Schedule still holding and feel good about where we are right now.
Okay, good. Anyone have any questions? No. Okay. Financial report. Kathy, you want to handle that?
Financial subcommittee.
Yeah.
Sure. The financial subcommittee met just before this meeting. We reviewed invoices and change orders. So another set of eyes before they came to this committee.
And the financial report, Kathy.
Because that's a cat.
Kathy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the financial report is included in your agenda packet. There are two items to review. The first is the budget summary sheet. This is the snapshot, the budget snapshot that we've been building on each time we meet. It has each line item of the project and what we've spent for that line item to date. Looking at this, everything looks like it's in pretty good shape and progressing as it should be. The testing and inspections line, that's an invoice that is on tonight's agenda for approval. That's the first billing against this line item. And then the last one here, owner's contingency spent to date is $50,629.01. That brings us into the second report, which is the owner's contingency log. That shows you what our starting balance was, subtracting that $50,629 worth of change orders. The ones that are in gray are on tonight's agenda for approval. And then that shows that we are at $654,370.99 left in contingency. So in a good spot for where we are in the project.
What's it to do in this?
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Any questions? Okay. All right, we'll move to sheet one. I need a motion to approve the following invoice.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
Let me go through them.
Yes, that's what's presented right now.
Okay, perfect. So the first invoice here is from Silver Petroselli. This is for their construction administration through April 30th in the amount of $42,457.24. The next invoice is from IMTL. This is for materials testing. This is for compaction testing and other monitoring services that they performed for the addition that Tony just spoke about at the back of the 28 building, which you'll see tonight. That's in the amount of $3,350. We have signed off on it by town staff because the work was completed, they were there, and it has been verified and recommended for payment. The next invoice is KBE's payment application. This is in the amount of $1,570,028.94. This is reviewed by the architect as well as town staff before it is finalized and notarized and brought to this committee. So this is recommended for payment as well. And then I'll pass it to Russ to go over the change orders in this package.
Good.
Yeah.
Right. The first change order number 6 is to reuse the existing plumbing carriers in the bathrooms for a credit of $5,175.12. These carriers, they're the ones that they're in the inside the walls of all the toilets. And once walls were demoed, we saw that they were fine and did not need to be replaced. Change order number 7 is the gym floor infill in lieu of cold form framing. KBE came up with a strategy to pour concrete in that space. This is in the gym where you had the tiered steps coming down to the in the band room, the former band room, and made it basically, we poured concrete and ended up saving money. So we ended up with one solid concrete slab in the gym for a credit of $1,780.34. Change order number 8, there was a bust in the plans, the site plans. This is the cable that feeds the power to the wall packs. And site plans say it was in the building. The building said it was in the site plan, but we still need to get power to the light. So this is a cost that we have to do for $5,545.10. Change order number 9 was a foundation waterproofing credit in the elevator pit. When we excavated for the demo and excavated for the footing, there's no signs of any water or infiltration, no staining, there's no sign of water anywhere. So we decided to take a credit of $3,000 in lieu of putting that waterproofing in the pit. Change order number 14 is adding attic plywood and an emergency access hatch. When we were up there and building inspector and a fire marshal, there's only one form of egress in the attic, and it's the stairway. And if somebody's up there working, they need a second egress. So we just put a hatch in, and we caught it early enough so it was very cheap to put in while they were framing. And we added plywood so there's a decking. There wasn't any decking up to walk around in the attic. So you're stepping on the ceiling joist and the chance to fall through. So that's a cost of $3,133.91. Change order 15 is patching the ceilings, existing ceilings. There's multitude of holes, penetrations through the floors for ductwork and plumbing that has been removed. This is for $29,836.19. And you'll see tonight when we're up walking around, you'll see the extreme number of holes that, to be quite honest, I did not count them all. Because there's that many of them. So we looked at it and said, okay, that's a very good price to do with the work that they got to do. So these are all been reviewed by the decision-making group. They're reviewed by the financial committee, and they're here before you for approval for tonight.
Any questions on any of the change orders?
A couple, just one about the attic access. Where did that hatch end up going?
In the, top of the 3rd floor inside the hallway by the bathroom.
Anything else? Okay, we got a motion on the floor. All those in favor state by saying aye.
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 Opposed, motion carries. H, other business. Do we have any other business? Oh, yep, just, and that's it. While I'm here, I see we got some government class stuff here. You guys have any questions out there?
No. Ask one.
Russ is dying for a question.
I have a question. Who's your teacher? I always wanted to be in that class. Okay. But they said I was too old.
Here's a question.
What do you got, buddy?
Sorry, I missed the meeting, so are you guys like discussing change orders and then like voting? Or-
We just did that.
Do you have the packet?
Yeah, I was right here.
No, just so, yeah.
We'll give you one of our packets. How's that sound?
He just said he had. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Peter, the only thing we have to cancel the first meeting of the
Okay.
month.
All right. Okay. So then another business. What's the date on that, Kathy?
June
June 10th.
10th, we would be canceling,
And we'd still hold the
So last.
24th.
June 24th.
Okay.
So we're going to cancel the June 10th meeting and that's it. And still have
Okay.
the 24th.
Everyone. Do we need a motion for that or?
Yeah,
anything like that?
yeah, I think we do.
I'll make a motion to cancel the June 10th and keep the June 24th.
Yeah.
4:30.
We'd already canceled that. It's off my calendar.
Yeah, I
I
think,
think we may have,
Did we cancel?
I think
it?
we might.
we may have done that the last meeting.
Okay.
I don't
All
know.
right. Well, you know what? We'll follow through.
Okay.
Do it twice. I need a second.
Oh, double.
Second.
Just to be
Okay.
sure.
All those in favor state by saying aye.
Aye.
Any-
She was a few.
Okay, so, next, we're taking a walk up the hill and we'll do a tour of the building. And, it's only committee members for that. So, sorry, we can't bring the general public with us, but, that's where we're headed next, and then we'll finish the meeting. How do we do that?
We'll just,
Remotely?
We'll
Or
adjourn.
do we need to come back up here? or
no,
anything?
no, I think we can just
Just do
jump
it up
right in
there.
there and then just go up there.
Okay,